Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jedi. So, today we're looking at the vice president candidates for this year's election. So, of course, the presidential candidates, we have Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So, those are the two candidates that are going to be running. We know that for sure. Great. But for vice president, we know that President Trump is going to go with Mike Pence. That's who he went with last time, so he's going to stay with that. But with Biden, it's a pretty crucial choice because whoever he chooses, that could pretty much kind of give him a little edge over the election, kind of tip him over. So, since it's kind of close right now. So we'll see. And today I'm gonna talk to you guys about the potential vice president candidates for him and who he might take, how it's gonna kind of flip it all over, and talk about both sides like always. So let's go. All right. So let's start with super basic information, like, you know, with President Trump and his Vice President Mike Pence. We know that's true, so I'm not gonna talk about him too much. All right. So with Biden, we have potential. There's like 10 people. With like Tammy Duckworth, Kamala Harris, and Susan Rice, with of course Elizabeth Warren, who was trying to run. All these people could be vice president candidates, so it's gonna be a huge variety. But we can tell he's clearly going for a woman this time, so he really wants a woman vice president, and he really wants that to be like a goal that he has. Although he hasn't told us specifically, we can kind of tell he's kind of trying to go for a colored woman because that's going to really help it. And if he does choose any African American woman to be his vice president, you can pretty much tell it's going to really tip him over the edge, because President Trump, as always, we know, is not too popular among the women, and especially the African American women and African American people in general. And of course there are supporters who do support him, but most people tend to usually not like him due to the statements that he made about some things. All right, so then we can kind of tell that Joe Biden is also 77. So we don't want to wish for anything bad, but of course he might only serve one term, because if he serves another term, you know, he'll be 83. So that's going to be another crucial thing, because if he does go back for re-election, if he wins, then we know that the vice president is going to play a huge role there too. And if he chooses a colored woman, not only will it be the first colored woman who will be a president if he does re-election, but it'll also be the first president who is a woman. So all these things play a huge role. So of course the women are going to really bond with him here and really help him get him over that edge, and really help him establish himself as a prominent holder of the House, and of course as a prominent candidate for the president. So guys, basically that's really where the taping edge is going to be. It's going to be who he chooses for vice president. If he chooses one of the top two African women, with Susan Rice or Kamala Harris, we know it's going to really help him. If he doesn't do that, if he chooses away, which he'll probably choose Elizabeth Warren, if he does that, well, then we know she was also a runner for Democrats, so all of her voters will also be voting for Biden. So it's going to be a huge tipping match. We're just going to come down to the very end. We'll see what happens in November. Make sure you guys vote if you can. And stick with me, guys. We will get through this race together. I will update you guys on exactly what is going on. Stay with me. I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video.